It was 2:17 a.m. when I found myself upright in an old porch chair, wooden, uneven, better suited for rocking than real rest. The house behind me lay still, though far from quiet. From above came soft laughter, feminine, delicate. Then a man's voice followed. It wasn't her father's. It wasn't her brother's. It certainly wasn't mine. I tilted my head, eyes fixed on the upstairs window, waiting. A moment later, the window shut with care. The porch light blinked once, almost thoughtfully. Maybe it was a fluke. But I stopped believing in flukes about a month ago. That evening, she'd kissed my cheek before dinner. A kiss that felt rehearsed, unfamiliar. No warmth, no lingering breath. Her hand touched my arm like she'd forgotten how to mean it. When I asked why her sister hadn't set up the guest room for me, she only blinked, like the question was foreign, or I was. So I sat beneath her window, back pressed to chilled, unyielding wood, my neck stiff and aching. That same laughter floated down, hushed and distant. I didn't shift. I didn't sleep. I didn't even blink when I heard a door open upstairs, then softly close. No footsteps padded toward the bathroom. Just that thick, charged silence, the kind you only hear when guilt has finally turned out the light. It all began 2 weeks earlier. A notification lit up her iPad, left on the kitchen counter, carelessly, like it had slipped her mind. The message was short. Elias, miss you already. I can still smell your shampoo. Before I could read more, it vanished. But not quickly enough. She never mentioned an Elias. I remembered the name because it stood out, didn't fit. Not with her coworkers. Not among her friends. Certainly not in our world. When I brought it up, casually, she laughed. Called me paranoid. So I let her laugh. Let her pat my shoulder like I might break. But I paid attention after that, to the way she started leaving her phone screen down. The way she now changed for bed with her back to me. The way she began to say, "You wouldn't understand." That weekend, her sister called about a birthday dinner. Said they could use help setting up. My wife insisted we attend. But she only packed for herself one small suitcase, one toothbrush. I should have understood what was happening then. I should have seen it, how I was being recast. Not as husband. Not even as guest. Just background. I didn't confront her. I didn't yell. Didn't beg. I observed. I waited. The second night at her sister's place, I saw her leave the bathroom, clutching her phone like something sacred. She passed me without a word and slipped outside. 10 minutes later, I followed. Found her on the back patio, phone hidden away, eyes fixed on the stars like they held answers. Couldn't sleep, she said. I gave a quiet nod. The next morning, I watched her unlock her iPad. Just 4 digits. Muscle memory betrayed her. When we returned to the city, I ordered a DNA test kit. One for me. One for the daughter she said was mine. She never noticed the missing toothbrush. Never noticed the small envelope I slipped from the bathroom trash. She didn't notice a thing. Her attention was buried in messages from Elias, fingers constantly dancing across her screen. Too wrapped up in secret plans for weekends she no longer bothered to hide. I kept my silence. I needed certainty before I acted. I'm not reckless. I don't thrive on drama. I wait. I observe. And now, I was certain. The results arrived on a Monday. Rain pattered steadily against the windows. Fitting, really. I read the document quietly. Just a few lines. 2 simple percentages. Probability of paternity, 0%. That was it. No emotion in the words. Just numbers. Just fact. I stayed at the screen, not shocked. Just hollow. Like stepping into a room you forgot was once alive with voices. I printed the report. Folded it neatly. Slipped it into a plain envelope. On the front, I wrote a single word. Truth. At breakfast, I handed it to her. She took it with no suspicion, opening it between bites of toast and sips of coffee. Her eyes scanned the contents once. Then again. She looked up. Silent. Her mouth opened slightly, then closed again like she'd braced for a storm too late to outrun. She reached for my hand. I didn't flinch, didn't speak, just watched. Her fingers faltered, her eyes welled, her lips parted as if trying to find footing in a world she'd just cracked into. She folded the paper slowly, carefully, like it might cut her. 5 days later, I sent the message. It was a group text. Her sister, her parents, Elias. One image, a screenshot of the DNA report beside one of his messages. And one line from me. Loyalty is a decision. So is silence. I'm done with both. The scream came through the phone. Her sister, shouting from the kitchen. Then a reply from her father, short and sharp. Get out of my house. No greeting. No questions. Just the verdict. She called twice. I didn't pick up. Then a text. Please, can we talk? It's not what you think. I let the screen go dark. What more was there to say? She wrote a story and forgot to write me in. All I did was close the book. I left her wedding ring in the mailbox. She'll find it eventually. I didn't pack much. Just my name. Just my peace. There's a strength in silence. It's not loud. Not dramatic. But it's pure. I never yelled. I never broke anything. I never chased her down a hallway begging for truth. I simply handed it to her. She gave me lies. I took my freedom. And when I drove away, I didn't say goodbye. I whispered something softer, deeper, a vow to myself. Never again.